Hello everyone, I hope you're still blessed and highly favored and you're still safe. Um, so today I felt I should record YouTube videos as usual. I've been busy lately, so I've not had time to record the message. And while I was still thinking of what to talk about, or rather while I was still thinking of what to preach about, today while I was in the taxi, something happened that opened my mind and my eyes. I was sitting in the taxi coming back home, and I was sitting next to someone uh, who had a bigger body than mine. She was occupying a huge space in the taxi, in the seat that I was sitting on. And immediately it dawned into my mind, or it came to my mind, and I thought, I said to myself, she's taking up too much space. Then again, that the ref in the morning, I came back to my senses, and then when you become your own referee and you bring yourself back into reality, and then I was like to myself, I shouldn't judge her simply because of how she looks. She's bigger than me, yes, but I do not know what brought her into that space or into that kind of body. I do not know what made her to gain so much weight. I do not know. So today I want to talk about self-image. Self-image. I'm not going to preach, but rather I'm going to talk. So I will not read much of Bible verses and whatnot, but I will just read one, which is Romans chapter 12, verse 3, which reads as follows. For by the grace given to me, I say to everyone among you not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think, but to think with sober judgment, each according to the measure of faith that God has assigned. So hence I said I'm not going to talk well much on the Bible, but I want to speak in a general manner. I've always been somebody who battled with my weight. It has never been easy to lose weight, even though I wanted to. I remember I've always been the big girl in the crowd since my primary school days. And even if I were to fast for 14 days or to fast for 7 days, I would still not lose weight because of a health condition that I don't want to talk about much here, because of something that is beyond my control, something that I cannot control myself, because of an incurable health condition. I call it a health condition because it's not a disease. I don't feel any pain whatsoever. But then I still believe that God someday is going to make me whole, because while I'm a Christian and I have faith. But then some people may look at me, Bari, ndihola zwanga wachibumba. They don't even know if I'm gaining weight because I eat too much, or because my hormones are just unbalanced, or because I've got a certain health condition. There's some people who don't gain weight. There's some people who, whenever they eat, their body system rejects the food, whatever food they eat. Now, today I want to talk to you guys about self-image, in a sense that do not judge others because of their outwards appearance. Don't judge anybody just by meeting them, and you start judging them because of their body count, or because of their body image, or because of how they look. Before you start thinking of tarnishing somebody's image, before you start thinking of talking ill about someone because of their weight, think about where they've been, because you do not know them. You don't know what they've been through. You don't know what they have gone through. You don't know what brought them into that space. You don't know what brought them into that environment, what made them to be like that. You don't even know. You don't know their health history. You don't know anything about them. But then you want to judge them because of how they look. Now I want to encourage you as young people that away with judging others because of how they look. As long as you have not walked in my path, then you have no right to judge me because of the way I look. As long as you don't even know what my doctor's report says, you have no right to judge me because of how I look. As long as you don't even know my health problems, you have no right to judge me because of how I look. When I was sitting there, I started to think there are a lot of people who are body shamed Even when you don't even know what brought them into that space. Some people, you body shame them because they are too fat. I don't even like using that word, because they are too big. You body shame them without knowing, did this person gain weight out of eating too much, or this person gained weight because maybe their hormones are not balanced enough, or maybe they've got a health condition that makes them gain weight and makes it difficult for them to lose weight like I am. So I want to talk about body image, self-image. You know, you may look at yourself and you think you're not beautiful enough because you have never fit in. Maybe you look at yourself and you feel you're not good enough because you don't look like a model. Maybe you look at yourself and you feel I'm not there yet because I don't look like others. But I'm here to tell you that, you know what? Get up, dust yourself, gain confidence. You are beautiful, you're precious, you're wonderful. Just the way you are. God created you knowing what you will go through. He knew that you will gain weight like that. He knew that you will lose weight like that. He knew that you will look so thin that people will start to say that you have got AIDS. He knew that you will become so thin that people will start to call you a toothpick. He knew you were going to go through that. And I'm saying, sometimes we've got low self-image. We feel, I'm not worthy to sit at a banquet with others. I'm not worthy to partake in some of the things that others partake into. I'm not worthy to be a model because, wow, I don't have the type of body to become one. I'm not worthy to do certain things. I'm not worthy to partake in certain activities because of my body weight. But I'm here to tell you that you can do whatever you put your mind into. You can be whatever you want to be. You can be whoever you want to be. You can attain whatever you want to attain, irregardless of your weight, irregardless of whether you are underweight, overweight, or you're obese. You can do it. All you gotta do is to have the right mindset and say, I do not care about what people are saying from the outside, but I care about what God says about me. He said He created me. He knows me by name. He knew me before I was formed in my mother's womb. So He knew what I was gonna go through. So hence I ought to stand by faith. I don't want this message to take too long, but I want to tell you, do not be quick to judge. Do not be quick to judge. Do not be quick to judge. I always tell people that if you have not walked the journey that I've walked in life, then you have no right to criticize me. If you've not been in my shoes, then you have no right to criticize me, because you don't know the demons I've fought. You don't even know the battles I've fought and won. You don't even know the kind of things that I go through. But yet you feel you've got the right to look at me and frown simply because of how I look. Look at them and smile. Give them a smile. Somebody just needs you to smile at them so they can get the assurance that, you know what, I'm beautiful. So let us go and do better.